Hi, I'm Tony Poulos and I'm here at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. Today I have the pleasure of meeting with Rajesh Mishra, who is the President, CTO and founder of Parallel Wireless. Rajesh, welcome. Thank you for inviting me along to Mobile World Congress to talk to you. I believe Parallel Wireless is really the experts and doing very well in the rural small cell market. Can you tell me what's so unique about what you offer and why you are so successful?
What Parallel Wireless does very unique about the rural market is actually a fresh thought process into this whole situation, all the way from the architecture to the product to reinventing the whole solution, not just the radio, but looking at the bigger picture. And that's what's unique about Parallel Wireless into the rural solution.
And how does Parallel Wireless's vRAN solution remove constraints in delivering rural coverage?
What happens is if you step back and see why the rural market still has a spotty coverage, you'll find that the costs are everywhere. The costs are in the backhaul, the site planning, and to be honest, the equipment doesn't really belong in the rural market because it's not innovative enough. And it's the other way around. It's not that the equipment is expensive, it's expensive, but it's not innovative enough. And that's really what we changed completely. We completely look back as a brand new architecture, as a brand new solution. And the solution has to fit the different side of scales, whether you're deploying in a smaller rural community, it needs to be small enough, like one of our solution, what you look behind, that's the world's smallest base station. Or the big ones where you're trying to deploy as the macro-like solution, and you have to still look back for the transport. You cannot deploy dark fibers. Forget about rural, you can't deploy in a lot of cities as well. So you have to look at an innovative vRAN solution where you're not requiring a very, very expensive transport. And our solution actually takes care of all of these.
And how does this approach apply to, say, urban scenarios? Is it useful?
It's all about the architecture, right? If you have a good architecture, it doesn't really matter where you're deploying them on a rural or urban or dense urban. So for example, our HeadNet gateway, which is an orchestrator which takes care of all the seamless handovers, optimizations, interference mitigations, it doesn't really matter where you're deploying this outdoors or you're looking at the DAS solutions or these small cells, world's smallest small cells. The solution takes care of all the automation, the same automation actually that works for dense urban, works for public safety where two cars come in together, where you have the base stations in a police vehicle, for example, or you have an enterprise solution where you're doing an in-building, whether through the DAS or through the in-building small cells, it's all the same solution. So back to this, it's the architecture really what makes the difference.
Rajesh, I saw you earlier today at the Vodafone stand. What were you doing there? What's that all about?
What you saw at the Vodafone booth is actually a very innovative small cell solution targeted for in-building, whether fed through the DAS system or on its own, orchestrated by the same HeadNet gateway. And what's unique about this solution is it actually provides a multi-band, multi-technology coverage of 3G and 4G. And I think what we have there in a live demonstration, the 4 different bands lit up at the same time from a very small cell. So that's very unique.
Rajesh, thank you so much for spending time with me today. Thank you.